Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Good evening, everybody. Really not a bad night here in the Billings tonight. Take a look at this. Here's the way it looks out there. Not bad, as you see. Currently, we're 74 degrees. Look at those clear skies. We got a northwest wind at about 10 miles per hour. And our reported high today, we topped out at 92, but we've cooled down nicely. Here's your normal high, 88. The record 103 back in 2001. And as far as precipitation, nothing new to add to the total. So we're still a little bit ahead of normal for the month, way ahead of normal for the year at 15.15 inches. And you'll notice here our current temps, 60s and 70s out in the west. Back here across the high line, still 79 at Havre. Look at all the 70s here. Really not a bad day. We're finally starting to cool down. Livingston, they're all the way down to 59 degrees right now. But look at where our reported highs were. Look at all these 90s in eastern Montana. Billings topped out at 92. You see 93 at Great Falls. Out in the far west, 90s out there. The only cool spot in the state was right around through here. We had temps only into the 80s there today. So let me show you what we're having. We have free our fire burn restrictions. Stage 1, that's in the yellow. That's up in the northwest corner of the state. We do have burn bans in the areas that are highlighted in green. Now, in Yellowstone County, we're expecting to see a stage 1 fire restriction go into Yellowstone County at 1 minute after midnight on Friday night, Thursday night into Friday morning. So that's going to happen then. In the meantime, just be careful with fire out there, because look at all the fires already going out here. Look at all the smoke drifting in towards Montana. The big fires continue out across California. They'll continue to do that. And what about this? We still have high heat moving in. In western and northwestern Montana, can see 100 to 106 degrees. Thursday night at 3 p.m. On to Friday night, 9 p.m. We're looking at a heat advisory there. Just the hottest part of the summer this year, and they'll be moving out in the northwest corner of the state. But right now, Doppler radar and satellite imagery shows you generally dry skies out there. Not a raindrop anywhere to be found. What we do see is a little bit of moisture coming over the ridge and dropping down into Montana, but it's just a mid-level clouds. There's not a lot of juice in this thing, and once it hits that dry air in Montana, the whole thing just starts to dry up. So we have high pressure in place there as well. There's your cool air and your moist air. It starts to drop down in towards southern Canada the next day or so, but it looks like by 6 a.m. Wednesday, we're still looking at warm air moving around that high pressure cell moving into our region. Mostly sunny skies across Montana and Wyoming. By 6 p.m. Wednesday, a little bit of this cool air clips the northeast corner of the state, and then that starts to slide away as well. And so we'll look at warmer temperatures all the way through Thursday, right on into Friday. And so tonight our temps will cool back down to the 50s and 60s across most of eastern Montana with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, we're back to the 90s with mostly sunny skies. And yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow, but you think that's hot? It's going to get even hotter in the next several days. Tonight we'll cool down to 60 with clear skies. Then after this, it'll be up to 100 by Friday. On Saturday, we're getting back up to 100 degrees, but we got a cold front coming in on Saturday night. 20% chance for rain, and then watch what happens. Not 100, but we go down to 85 degrees on Sunday, 88 on Monday, and 88 degrees on Tuesday. All of that with mostly sunny skies. Let's go back to Jay.
Thank you, Bob. Well, up next on Q2, the lip sync challenge is turning into